A very warm welcome to everyone watching us from India and across the world. My name is Mitali Saraswat and I represent Misar Global New Delhi. And it is my privilege, absolute privilege, to host uh, today's special conversation on EduTV platform that now reaches 15 lakh viewers across 5 continents. EduTV continues to be a global bridge connecting schools, universities, educators, and young learners, and we are proud to be part of this impactful journey. Today, we are joined by a remarkable academic leader, Miss Nidhi Cherian, Principal, Delhi Public School, Bangalore East, Cambridge Division. She is widely recognized as one of the youngest and most dynamic principals in the country, admired for her progressive thinking and her innovative leadership and her strong vision for the future of schooling. Ma'am, it is an absolute honor to have you here with us.
Thank you so much, Mithali. Thank you so much for your kind words. Very glad to be here.
Okay, ma'am, let me begin with some questions so that all of us we can get an insight. I want to know, ma'am, how is AI changing the way students learn now, and what skills should the 11th and 12th graders develop to stay future ready?
So, when AI came into being, or when we have started using AI a lot, the same tools that are available for the teachers, which they are using to make their lesson plans and
Uh-huh.
to make more interesting, creative activities in classrooms. So what we need to understand is that we gave the same set of tools to students as well. So the students are also getting much more creative in how they answer all these assessments that the teachers are giving them. So it is, I believe, very, very important that the teachers now understand if you're giving a certain kind of an assessment, how are you going to read the results of the same? For example, if you get an assignment as a printed version and the child is or the student is giving it to you, how do you know that it is not produced by AI? So now teachers, I believe, have moved from this role of being able to deliver information to sort of analyze or evaluate how much of it is generated by the student himself or herself. So, so that is very important, and so we are, I believe, going back to the earlier methods when we will ask the students verbally, what do you
Yes.
understand? So there are schools, I believe, especially abroad. Now they have given the students free access to all the GPTs. They tell them use the GPTs to use your homework because we know that we cannot stop them from using it. Uh,
Yes.
but when you come back to classroom, demonstrate it or explain it to your teachers and your friends. So then only we are able to understand how much of it the student has actually grasped. So our assessment methods, I believe, teachers have to get smarter in how they are going to assess, evaluate, analyze the any assignment that you have given the students. We have to be very careful how we analyze them. So like I said, we are moving from the role of people who are providing the information to to the role of people who are evaluating and analyzing how well the student has done it. So our roles, I believe, is changing. Also, there is an increasing concern about children not being able to verbally communicate well because a lot of time they are on their systems and chat GPT is taking up the role of a friend as well. So that has become their emotional support. So in such cases, I believe if we have more of an active, demonstrative answers, then even our verbal communication that our children are struggling with these days, that also will go up. Now, to answer your second question, for 11th and 12th graders, I believe when we are doing formal assessment, like formative assessments in classroom, all that I said before is very much valid. But the children, whether it is a Cambridge examination or a CBSE examination, when you are in that examination hall and you will have to write the answer. So I think standardized exam, they have to perform in that examination hall. But if we leave these formative part, if we do not guide them then, they will not be able to perform while they are in the examination hall. So I believe teachers have a huge role in guiding the students correctly. And with the involvement of AI, I believe our emphasis should change to skill-based education as well, because future generation, I believe, need to understand and again analyze and evaluate whatever this AI is giving you. Is it good enough? Or can you find the fault in what AI is giving you? So I believe we need to combine our education with a little bit more of skill-based ideas, especially in India. We have a huge young population which is coming up and which will define the future of our country. So I believe it is very, very important that the kids know where to concentrate and how to work smarter so that we can outsmart whatever AI is providing us.
That's truly powerful point, ma'am. And it really highlights, how learning is now shifting from just memorization to real problem solving. And I personally believe that students now who learn to think, not just recall, they are going to lead the next decade.
Yes, exactly.
All right, ma'am. So, moving to the next question, how is the role of a teacher evolving in classrooms where AI tools like Chat GPT and others, they are becoming very common and also, kind of unavoidable?
Um, See, I think in the early 2025, Microsoft released a document with a report titled "The Illusion of Readiness." So they tested AI models across medical benchmarks, and the result, I believe, was quite startling. Even when an image of a medical report was not provided, by just giving the correct um, terminologies, the ChatGPT or any AI based model was able to score high on many parameters. Okay, but they completely collapsed when it was given a real live scenarios. So models often answer correctly. Um, like I said, even when medical images were removed, it answered correctly. So that means the models weren't thinking, they were not diagnosing, they were simply exploiting a statistical pattern hidden in the data set. So I believe, see, this is a warning for education as well, because of course AI will help you in doing your school level task without understanding the subjects. So the benchmarks are winning, but human reasoning is not. So AI should be used as a thinking partner and should not be a thinking replacement. So this is the first thing that teachers have to understand while they are in the classroom, that they should promote this creative aspect in students, because if the students are using a lot of AI, then there is no doubt that critical thinking or they are having weaker memory, and there is an increased cognitive dependency on the system. So teachers have to uh, work on how to extract what is relevant for relevant in assessing the child. So yes, that becomes, so it's continue to encourage them to be curious, encourage the students to work better, and so it is not a replacement. You can add it and use it to help you, but teachers should be able to understand how it should be used. So that's what we have to train our educators as well in getting this point right. Do your evaluation right. Do your assessment right. Understand your students better. So yes, I educators, like I said in the beginning, educators' roles are changing, and they need to be much more sensible and sensitive to this new era, and work in such a manner that we work with the students, because of course certain things will be made easier, and there is no problem with that. Okay, research, you can of course use the models, but no issues. But do you actually understand? Are you able to evaluate the child's understanding in the correct manner?
Absolutely, ma'am. Very well said. And this term cognitive dependence is something which could actually become very scary,
Yeah.
and if not in check. So I understand this, and AI can definitely support a classroom. It does actually, but
Yeah.
the human connection only a teacher creates is
Yeah.
absolutely irreplaceable.
Yes, for teachers and students, I believe this term metacognition, that we as educators we use it a lot. Metacognition is basically learning how to learn. So learning how your brain works. I believe that is going to be the ultimate future skill. Because if so definitely there is going to be less of rote memorization, but like I said in the beginning, I believe more oral examination, viva, that we used to have earlier in our university. When we had to graduate, there was a viva voce where we used to exhibit how much we understand. So to create actual thinking scenarios, I believe we should go back to all that, and students must learn, like I said, learn how the brain works. So assessment will of course shift, I believe, from how to measure this thinking process than just getting the answers.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think sometime in future, maybe this should be included in the curriculum. Learn how to learn, because otherwise, students they
Yes.
are going to heavily depend on these AI tools.
Right, right.
Okay, ma'am. So finally, I want to ask, what changes do you foresee in school assessments and examinations in the age of AI?
See, I will go back to what I said before, creativity and originality, because that is how we should focus on. Because I believe, AI can do a lot of remix, if that is the correct word. Of course, it can do the remix part of it, but it's humans who can imagine, and it is us who can invent. So, I think children should be encouraged. So these terms are used very loosely. Everybody is tend to be creative, but in these days, we have to be more imaginative and more inventive, um, and the ability to question and explore and think deeply. That I believe remains the core of human advancement. So we should not lose that, and we should not lose it to AI tools. And we should not take these shortcuts because always we have equated marks with intelligence and speed with competence, and we have always thought that all these shortcuts are smart. But now you have a tool which is very very smart, so we have to think how to outsmart it. So AI should not be used as a shortcut tool, because whatever AI is giving our students, it is just, I believe, a very fancier version of at times cheating. If the child is just giving whatever the AI has given it to the student has given it to the teacher. So, like I said, it is just creative cheating. So we need, of course, to teachers need to understand that what is happening, and they should find newer methods to check whether our students have actually understood. Because if this generation collapses, we are looking at a very scary tomorrow, where they do not know how to operate, because everything is given to them in a very easy manner by an AI model. So yes, both students and I believe educators have to work much more smarter, and we need a shift in our mindset where education and the skill-based education comes together. And of course, our children, rooted in this creativity and originality, do much better than what we know. Yeah.
True, absolutely. And the shift to competency-based evaluation I think it was overdue. And AI is definitely accelerating that change, and future assessments will reward, as you said, it will reward creativity, analysis, and real-world application. But yes, as you say, the line demarcating dependency and originality should be taken care of, and students should not over depend on these tools.
Yes, yeah, absolutely, Mitali. I think you have summarized it very well. So, yeah, I believe the heart of the message, that what I would like to convey is that curiosity must remain human. And that is how do I put it? That verifies artificial intelligence. And we need children who have the ability to question the output that AI gives us. So that is very important. And this hallucination of getting a perfect result from AI, that should be, I believe, demolished. And we must understand that it can never replace. It should not replace. It should just act as a tool. Like I said, we should have the ability to question whatever the output that AI gives us. So I think we are shifting to that path, where educators are thinking, how do you equip the child to question whatever the output given by AI is right? So a huge shift, yes.
Absolutely. I think, as I said earlier, the day is not far when it will become mandatory to, add these things into the curriculum, and let students understand that they cannot, and they should not overly depend on these applications.
Right.
So I thank you, Ms. Cherian, so much for your insightful and very, very inspiring perspectives and your clarity of thoughts and commitment to student growth. It truly stands out. And today's conversations, it has actually offered valuable direction for educators, parents, and students across the globe. On
Thank you.
behalf of EduTV, with its 15 lakh viewers across 5 continents, we express our heartfelt gratitude to you for sharing your time and wisdom with us. Thanks a ton, ma'am, and thank you to all our viewers joining us.
Thank you. Thank you, Mitali. Thank you, EduTV. Thank you for having me.